And we are back at it, y'all. We're ready to love. It's back on and popping up in here. And I'm seeing a different side of Clifton. I ain't never expected to see her.
Well, we're happy we see it before, ooh, they're about to talk to...
We're going to talk to Eric.
Back.
Some mixture of emotions. Okay. Pain. I don't feel good at all.
Very interesting.
You know how sexy that is?
Okay,
when a man admits he's wrong? I guess you ain't never been with a man that can say that I've done something wrong. Because if I know that's sexy, that's the bare minimum standard for a man to be able to admit when he's wrong. Who you been fooling with? I mean, like... Clifton,
Joy, don't you show... that's just like showing accountability.
Why is that like so sexy? Like that's something that
as adult
you should be able to expect that from anybody. Like from the friend just sitting next to the janitor.
Even my children, I expect you try to push them to be accountable. So him admitting accountability, taking
and
accountability,
having therapy
is very
sexy. Like
that you find that, like this is one of the markings.
Like that's some golden egg you've never seen before.
Well, she said she's never. That's what she said, right? She said, for a black man to admit that he's wrong, and then say he's in therapy, that's really great, and because of that. She finds that to be very sexy. Him taking accountability, I guess, and admitting he's passed wrong.
Well, this is what I want to say. When you have been in relationships where you haven't really gotten things that you need and you've never really gotten the bare minimum, like, don't get caught up in with the first person that does something that you've never seen before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you've been through has been not healthy for you. So when you see somebody do one thing that you've never seen before in your other partners, does not mean that they are the one. His energy was very... He just seemed like he could not give a shit. And it just really seemed like he was being a little bit of an a-hole a little bit to me. Because it just seemed like... Why are you coming at it like this? Like, yes, you might not want to be there. You might not, agree. But the way you just came at her, like, first of all, this show letting you meet the ex doesn't mean...
I don't agree with
that.
But
it doesn't make sense. But, of course, Oprah, y'all got to have the drama and all this stuff. But it doesn't really... It's not even a necessity. It's no... Like, I hope nobody is watching this show and saying, this is how I should go about my next relationship. I hope this is not what y'all are thinking. Because, as we have seen, the success rate on this show is very low. I think there's only, one couple that's really strong? And that's Simone and Rashid. But she still ain't got a ring.
But
and Mario and that other
they
girl...
met here, but it wasn't like... They didn't get to get,
Yeah. And then also Mario and Reva. Still no ring.
With that. Yeah.
Still no ring. And it's been, 4 or 5 years? So, that's my thing. It just doesn't make sense. And I just didn't like how he came off. He was like, so when y'all talking? Like, how are y'all talking? When do you guys see each other? And this, that, and the third, or whatever. You are still...
And then he was like, somebody answer me. Or something like that.
Yeah, somebody can jump in here now.
He was like... You were asserting, I guess, there was really no need for that.
I don't know, I guess he's trying to show that he's the man and he's in charge or whatever and stuff. I don't know what that was, trying to show some male bravado.
I don't know what it was.
I don't know if he felt maybe, insecure or like... Because
he sounded insecure
he seemed upset because the ex was there.
Cover. Yeah.
The ex was there, then Laverne was there. He's like being really calm.
Yeah.
I think Laverne's already made his choice, so I don't think he was super serious about this thing.
I am actually surprised that she brought Laverne. I didn't realize that she did that to let Clifton know, I got somebody else. I think that's what she did.
Yeah, because I mean, Laverne basically made his choice, but I'm sure that Clifton already knows that. Clifton was there when he was telling all the men, y'all need to do right by these women, and y'all need to make sure that
Clifton probably is thinking, maybe they work out with the lady,
right?
Yeah. And he's like, wait a minute, why the hell is he, right?
Yeah.
So he's already like, swole about that, I guess.
I mean, I know y'all connection was great and everything. Yeah. I even said that I liked them together. But this different side I've seen of Clinton, I don't like, because what if you, not that, I mean, I'm not somebody who stays in contact with my exes. Like, one and done. Okay, goodbye. Yeah. But I don't think that you should, I feel like he's going to be very upset if, like, you do stay in contact with your ex and it seems like you guys do. He's not going to be happy. He's going to be questioning you. He's going to be checking your phone. Yeah. And it seems like he has some insecurity. And I didn't think he had any. Not until this very moment. He was just
around happy-go-lucky teddy bear, right?
I thought he was like a
confident
gentle giant.
In himself, exactly.
And I see, he's a little bit of an a-hole. Okay.
But I told you, when she went in to kiss him, I saw a little bit of that.
Oh, yeah. He was like, my God, why the hell you come over here?
Yes. I don't know. I think there are two things. I want to say that very quickly, and then we'll turn the two things that I thought were very interesting. I'm going to tell you what they were. When she said Clifton has problems with the past, those are his triggers. Yeah. I just felt like you should not still be triggered with your past.
You should be healed.
If you're healed, right? The second thing was when the guy said he is your type. Laverne is sounding full of fluff, and I learned a lot about Clifton. However, he's like, it's a risk.
There's a lot of risk that comes with him.
And he seems like he will have some issues and stuff like that. So, hey.
Carmen looks really good here, actually. I love her dress. That's her ex. They were holding each other's hand, honey, like they were still a couple. And he is a silver fox, honey. He looked like 40, 50. He's fine as hell.
Okay, let's
But Carmen said she like older men, though.
Okay.
Surprise.
Okay, I didn't see this coming. I'm okay with that.
I have another surprise. There is another gentleman that's going to join us.
Oh.
Even the ex is like,
another ex?
That ex fine, though. Okay, Carmen. She might be dating men who are older who got some money. He looks really like... He looked very... Fine. Yeah, okay, Carmen, I see your type.
The day has come.
Joy likes, Joy kind of like, her exes are like my type.
Ace, you mean Ace.
Ace, yeah. Ace's exes are basically my type, so...
Yeah, I looked at it.
The dreads, tall, tattooed. Lower my gaze.
So I'm going on a date with Ace, and now I know this is the week of the exes. I'm very curious to see what her ex is like, because I know I'm not usually what she dates.
But he fine though, Ace's ex. I ain't gonna lie.
Seems younger too, right?
I figured that's Tori. He's interested in Ace, so I'm like, okay, game on, but I already know I'm the winner. What's going on, Dave? What y'all talking about?
Talking about you.
Talk about me, but I'll give you some more to talk about.
All right, so Vern,
what's up?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, let's see how he is with him.
You never had a jealous bone in your body? Never. Of course not. What do I have to be jealous for? He's no other man that I feel inferior to at all. So I could be right next to Barack Obama, Jay-Z, and I could hold my own.
Okay, LeVert, you gotta go with your bad self.
Dude in the room, and that's what it is.
Going into this date,
who the hell is this?
Remember Donovan?
And kind of get to know her. Hello.
Oh, I thought you was going to see Ace. I was like, where did that connection come from?
See Paul there. To actually have a conversation with another gentleman. So I was kind of confused as to what was going on. I didn't actually know that there was supposed to be someone else there, but I'll flow with it. It's different.
Can we get a drink?
So, Vern, you say you're not jealous today. What's going to be when this guy sit here and get it
going? He's another spectator, like you.
He's another spectator like you.
Okay, now he's being rude. I would have Ace go like that.
But it was always a thing with Ace that we had a connection in the vibe.
Really?
Speaking of the devil, how y'all doing?
Oh, I don't know how Tori. Okay, well, Tori's kind of like Ace's ex a little bit with the dreads.
Oh boy.
Tori's eyes always look low as hell. I don't know what that man be. What did he say?
You think you can win?
I don't know what Tori be on.
I want to be able to allow her to grow, allow her to be who she is, make her happy.
My intentions is to spend a little bit of time as my girlfriend, a little bit of time as my fiance, and then the rest of her life as my wife.
Wow. Don't make me blush.
Uh-oh.
But
But there's one caveat to this, brother, and I think you probably need to understand it. She's always around celebrity athletes, good-looking men, women. You need to be able to emotionally handle it. You're going to be challenged. You don't have your together. You're going to have some issues, bro. You're going to have some late nights wondering.
I don't think that's a problem. Okay. I ain't never backed out for anything.
That line of work really doesn't faze me. I've been around that, so I know how that goes.
What do you do, Paul?
I am the software analyst.
What do you see in Ace?
She's real.
I thought it was an software engineer. No.
She's real genius. And you can see it. We have different types of conversation. It puts me in the center of peace.
Thank you.
And she be looking good as hell too.
He talking about.
Got 2 girls.
One more?
If she wants that, I'm all for it. Because we still gonna get naked. We still gonna practice. I take my ginseng and everything. So, hey, I'm ready.
Okay.
I mean, she get my blood flowing every time I see her. Sometimes I gotta make sure my pants is like, all right.
This is why I started eating.
Wow. When I knew Ace, she was the alpha. I met Ryan, he feels like an alpha. So I wanted to know how that would balance out. Are you the alpha?
No.
I don't feel like a relationship's about dominating a woman. It's about respecting and reciprocating.
Facts.
Yeah.
The questions that my ex was asking, I was like, you let him know. Hey, find out for me.
Good meeting, man.
What did he say?
She said, I like the question that my ex is asking. He's like, let him know. Let him know.
What are your thoughts? Like, what are you feeling?
What did she say? She
If
likes
you
an
wanted
alpha
to
man?
lead the way, it would be him.
Okay.
If you wanted to be led, it'd be him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That
You
man,
leaning more towards any side after this?
Savannah gave me some great things to kind of think about and some great takeaways.
Either way, I want you to be happy. I want you to feel like you made the right decision.
ex, fine, honey. The way he talk, honey.
I just want to
I'm
make sure
fine,
that she
I'm
understands I'm
fine.
a confident guy and I'm not a jealous person. She can trust me and I can handle her being out with these guys. I'm confident enough that she's gonna come home with me.
Can you see
He
me
said, "Come home with me."
Yeah. Although I like Paul, his personality seems a little soft.
Ooh.
He probably wouldn't be able to handle some of the challenges that you're going to bring. If I had to choose, I think that Donovan would probably fit that role for you.
Really?
But you're choosing.
I don't know. I didn't really think Donovan was a serious contender.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm like, where did Donovan even come from?
Yeah. What did I think she was with Clifton?
That's what I. Oh, you know what happened?
She was with Eric.
She was with Clifton and she was with Eric, but Joy came and kissed Clifton, and it was over for her.
Oh, I see. Okay. But I think Clifton was feeling her though.
Yeah, but Joy ruined it.
She put her stake on Clifton.
When he did not want her stake to be put on anything.
Right.
But
that is very, very interesting.
I do say so myself.
That is very, very interesting. But she was wearing that dress now.
Yes, honey.
She looked really, really good. I'm kind of taken aback with. Now I know she likes Paul though.
Yeah.
I don't know, Paul and her ex, I'm surprised the ex said that Paul seems soft to him, because Paul and her ex seem like the same person to me.
Really?
I mean, they seem to have the same kind of, I don't know, personality. I mean, Donovan is like, he based Donovan's strength on the fact that Donovan stated, I don't back down from nobody. But if she's around celebrities, why do you have to back down? I don't understand. Like,
what are you backing down from?
Yeah, that's why it was just odd. It's odd that the ex based his strength on him saying that.
Well, a lot.
Or maybe
in society
he just
today,
felt...
a lot of people don't know what an alpha is, what strength is.
Yeah.
Strength comes
odd.
from a quiet place. It doesn't come from a bravado or you being like out there like Clifton was saying that. That's the way Clifton came off.
I don't know. Maybe they need to raw for them to feel like, okay, this is the alpha because he was.
Yeah, well, it's actually kind of stupid because, that show Married at First Sight, Olajuwon and Michael.
Olajuwon and Yeah, Michael. I see.
You know
Michael,
how
yeah.
Michael's like, oh, Olajuwon's an alpha. Olajuwon is no alpha. Nowhere in sight.
Certainly not the way he's beating up on Katina.
No, alphas don't beat down on women, and they don't get high from putting people down.
Yeah.
Michael is so much more an alpha than Olajuwon is.
Yeah.
Because one, that man can admit when he's wrong.
Yeah.
He steps up to the plate. He has accountability, and there's a strength to him that he doesn't have to say.
You don't
"Oh,
have
I'm
to
strong."
beat down someone who. Like you're beating down.
You don't have to beat
Katina.
down. You're beating down
you
a whole woman.
Able to. It's almost as if he's trying to break down whatever strength she has in it. An alpha man thrives on a strong woman. He thrives on being next to her.
Yeah.
He thrives on being in her presence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They feed off of each other because they both are alpha. So a true alpha doesn't beat up on, and tries to break down a woman. Like, he doesn't do that. So it's just...
And the alpha doesn't have to let you know that they're alpha. They don't have to say, oh, I'm alpha.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right. I think that... say that I don't back down from stuff.
Yeah.
You will know that this person doesn't back down from stuff without them having to say it.
It's by the way he treats you. It's by when he calls you every morning. He talks to you.
Yeah.
He shows up for dates. He plans stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, not that. I don't think a man has to actually plan a date. I feel like he provides the money. You plan it because you're the woman. You bring the fun. You bring the spice.
Yeah.
A man don't have to plan a date for you. Just let him bring his wallet, honey.
Yeah.
That's what I personally think.
Give you the wallet.
Who was she bringing?
Oh, okay. So this is her.
He's going to be meeting Donovan and Tori.
Okay.
Right now, these three guys are my top
Oh,
connections.
three
I
of
want
them.
To be able to compare and contrast and let me know.
That's a small ass table.
My number one. Thanks for coming out.
You have to move everything.
Yeah.
Well, they all brought flowers for Sabrina. Did you notice that? Oh, wait, no.
Did they?
Oh, wait. I don't think Demetrius did. I thought Troy did. I thought somebody brought flowers.
Hey.
Maybe he bought some chocolate.
Not a thing for me.
Or some cakes for her.
I know.
When I walked in, I was like, okay, now but Milton, he seemed like a real good guy when I started interacting with him. Yeah.
Now that everyone has a drink, thank you.
It's a small table. Where are the other? Or are they one at a time?
Okay, so Troy brought her flowers.
In a lot of ways. She got a connection with Demetrius. She got a connection with Donovan. She
He
got a
can bring
connection
one
with
for
so-called
Ace.
me.
None of... Oh, okay, so the meet in different settings.
No, this is me.
I kind of like that she did that with separate occasions. But it's like you have to call the ex 3 times, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all didn't have to go where you have
Look,
to
the
go.
ex is here for it, obviously.
No matter what's going on or how I feel,
Maybe he still
you
likes
will
her.
never know I feel a certain type of way. I hide everything with a smile.
Thanks for coming.
This man's eyes have been really low ever
Well,
since
his eyes
Sabrina
are
broke
a
his
little-
arch.
His eyes are a little wide now.
I'm just talking about the confessional.
Yesterday don't mean equals today.
Tori's demeanor is surprising to me. He's like, I don't really have any questions. Come on, dude. Like, I understand you're not thrilled about meeting my ex-boyfriend. Obviously, I'm not thrilled about introducing you to him. It just seems like a missed opportunity. Did you want water?
No, I'm fine.
Sabrina, you know good as well. You don't like.
Yeah,
I'm always sweet to you.
as she says.
All right. You can take a time out.
You good.
Go give me some water.
Because she's asking him, do you
Done.
want water to the
You
ex?
want to give the opportunity.
Ask
to
Troy
get
if he
on
wants
her,
water.
but Tori's there.
Oh,
Oh.
I think that's very shady. She
brought-
let Demetrius meet the ex alone, but
himself.
let Donovan
She's
and
not.
Tori.
She's not trying to mess up anything with Demetrius, and she certainly don't want Tori there with Demetrius. But I think she's.
I think Demetrius is her number one, and I actually don't know why.
And
It don't make a
I
lick
don't
of
think
sense.
Donovan is her number one at all.
That's why she let the 2 number 2s come to meet the ex.
Maybe to let Troy feel some kind of way, like it wasn't just Demetrius, it was other people.
Justice, like you're fighting for people who look like us.
Tori
This
looks
risk
pissed.
involved to try to talk her out of that is going to be futile. So,
Donovan is coming across real strong right now. He's comfortable. He's not threatened. He's coming prepared. Donovan's a charmer. What can I say?
you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think there's something there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect things include. Hey, look, this isn't
Poor
your-
Troy, it's hard to watch.
This man, I don't know. I think Sabrina just broken this man's spirit, and I have an issue with that.
Something is an asset.
Oh, look at that.
Can you handle it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about that. Like, it's if you want to be included in this thing, I don't have no issue with that. No,
Milton gave you more insight on how she operates on a day-to-day basis. She likes to be included on like everything when it comes to decision making. I'm not really used to that, but I wouldn't call it a red flag. It's just more insight on who she is. So what if we disagree and I do it? So that's gonna be a problem? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Like right now, if you had to ask right now, will it work? What do you think?
Honestly,
Nah, lie.
speaking now, probably wouldn't, because we have to be showing interest in each other, building our friendship in that foundation, and then seeing where it goes from there.
I think it's an honest response, and that's how I feel too.
If you had to pick today, like would you choose her? Like today, if you had today, right now, right now.
Yeah, I would choose her.
See, it's a good answer.
Yeah, that's actually the first time I've actually said that out loud. At this point in time, Sabrina is probably my strongest connection. We have a lot in common. You know, I think we look good together. I think it feels good together when we're together, but it's early. So it's going to be interesting seeing how this thing kind of plays out.
Why is she extra hugging now?
I'll talk to you later. I'll meet you.
He's like, talk to you later.
Oh yeah,
Why do you say that?
I saw that.
What do you think though?
I mean, like, are you asking me to pick?
Yeah.
So
That's what I got you here for.
if I had to pick, Tori just doesn't really necessarily fit your personality all the way.
And then them compared to Demetrius.
If we're building, like, if you gotta say, who can I build with and survive the tumultuous waters, it would be Demetrius. But if you're asking me who is going to take you to the mountain sense, then I would say it's Donovan.
In terms of who you think is gonna make me the most happy, which is my goal.
Yeah.
I think it'd be Donovan.
Oh yeah. And I don't think it's gonna be close. Like, I think it's actually in a blowout.
Yeah, because Demetrius ain't feeling you like that. He didn't even bring her roses.
Yeah,
you know what I've noticed with all the men? Yeah. Nobody has brought any of the women flowers except Sabrina. And it was only Tori. And it was only Donovan. I think that says a lot.
Donovan bought who flowers?
Sabrina. Brought her red roses. Oh, okay. Tori brought her some shabby looking lilies. But I mean, their relationship's very shabby, so I can't fault him on that.
The lilies were nice. I like that. Oh,
but
boy.
yeah, so
yeah. Well, Donovan certainly likes her. Like, it's always good to have the guy want you more than you want him.
I
think with Demetrius, you seem to like him more, or Demetrius seems really arrogant to me. I don't know if he's even ready for
that
anything.
man thinks he's so damn fine.
Yeah,
Women have told him he's so fine, and I don't know why people like him. I would not even blink twice at him if he walked past me in the street.
And even though he's like, but you know what was so telling? When he asked the ex, and the ex said, you know, she likes to be, you know, like, be part of every decision, he says to him, well,
what if I don't do it? Is it going to be an issue? He said, yeah. He does not care for her.
Because he is seeing himself doing it anyway.
Yeah, he does not want to be including her. And then she's all like...
Yeah. And he sees... And,
Sabrina's all laughing. I'm like, girl, back up. Yeah. Like, this man don't like you.
Yeah. He seems to be like...
This is why you always
say... something? I don't think Demetrius likes strong women. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like he's like, that's not his thing though, right? He said that he's not used to that. It's something different. He's used to being the one making the decisions, I guess, in the relationship without the person's input, the woman's input.
Well, then be single, because you have to do that in marriage. If you say, oh, I'm going to New York, you want me not to say nothing? I mean, you just need to be single. You're obviously not ready to love, because if you get married, if you're in a relationship, you have to discuss these things. Yeah. If you say, oh, hey, baby, I actually need to go here today. Yeah. Well, what if I have an intuition that you should not go? Mm-hmm. What if I have a feeling that something bad's going to happen to you? Oh, I don't care. I'm going to go anyway.
Yeah. But you know something? But it seems as though he likes the woman to make the first move. Do part of his job. But when it comes to her just knowing who she is, I don't think he responds well. Okay, we have the next one.
Clifton has issues.
He said
that I need to make red flag. He says that if I need to make sure that this person is a person for me and that nobody's leaving, because if somebody leaves, somebody dies. It's dead. It's blood in and blood out. So you gonna murder me if I leave your ass for giving me past trauma with your exes?
Wrong wording to use. I don't know
with
what
all
you
the
mean.
women, all the murder shows, killer husbands, fatal attraction. You gonna talk about murder and marriage? I know he might be joking, but that shit ain't nothing to joke about.
Especially with black women dying, one black woman dies every 5 hours.
We not even gonna get into who killing them. But it's just ridiculous.
Well,
why?
Yeah. So
why would you make that joke?
I don't know why you will. It's odd. It's just odd, Clifton. And I don't think you're a murderer.
Somebody died.
But we were looking at him as a gentle giant. So now you had your drama with, who was it? Was it with Joy? Was it Joy?
Yeah, he
and
just
her
ruined.
ex, and then now this one. Maybe, like Joy said, he really has issues with the past. Like, he don't want to see exes. But Clifton, you gotta figure out what's that trigger. Like, what is triggering you? Like, he just seems annoyed. Like, even when he gets there.
Well, this is a classic case of going to therapy but not doing none of the damn work.
Are you writing your journals, Clifton? Are you
meditating?
Are you doing the homework?
Are you doing spiritual cleansing?
Are you doing the homework the therapist gives you?
Hell no. Are you applying it to your life?
I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's continue to listen to him.
Big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I need that. That drive, that chemistry, that connection, that physicality here.
Come on, yo. I'm still here now. Come on now.
At this point, the key and I were flirting right in front of her ex. I'm gonna make it uncomfortable, and I'm gonna see if she's gonna flirt right back in front of him, because then if she still has something, there. Should have did it on my date with Joey too, but I didn't.
Y'all doing this to me.
Be honest.
He's holding her knee, but she was upset with Eric holding her. What, did he grab her?
Mommy, hold on, wait a second. We not going to. We ain't finna do that.
No,
we not finna do that.
I'm wondering
because we do not know.
What I'm saying.
He grabbed the knee, but we don't know exactly how he grabbed it. He could have grabbed her breast or something, Mom.
But what
I'm going left.
But what I'm saying though is this.
He's not going up
and the
her
reason
between
why
her
I'm
thighs.
saying that is, in a sense, Clifton, watch out. Like, you're there rubbing her knee.
Oh.
I mean, how long, might not be another issue, and I'm not making her what she said lighter. I'm just saying, Clifton, he rubbing her knee, like, be careful where your hand going, kind of thing.
All of you.
I am very interested.
And my issue with Clifton also is,
it.
well, that's March 25th. I don't know why the hell Hollywood is so pissed. He wants his ex to know, yeah, I'm back on the dating scene. I'm back on the show. What about that? Because y'all, she broke up with him.
Yeah, you get
after.
to see me be in love or whatever with somebody else, girl. Maybe she's not keeping in contact with him.
Yeah, after you have embarrassed me for what, almost 5-6 years.
No. They were together for something like, was it like 9-10 years? Yeah,
they were engaged. He embarrassed her.
He didn't show up at the wedding, I think,
and then
right?
he gets pissed at her because she
then
now
the father
is waiting.
Dies.
Yes. And she wanted her dad's walking down the aisle.
So.
And then you are like now pissed at her because she's not ready to marry you.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, go somewhere with you always flexing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was
buff though.
I don't want to say he looked. I didn't think he was attractive. I ain't gonna say ugly, but ugly. But I want to talk about Clifton.
Yeah, you said there was another red flag.
Another red flag. Clifton is somebody who will look through your phone. Clifton is somebody who's insecure. Clifton is somebody who will
already
test
get married. Right now, yeah.
Red
said so.
flag.
He's already been married twice.
I am 48. All these people are in their 40s, so you already know the women are bearing on the age of menopause. Unless you are eating healthy, you are vegan, you are close to menopause because meat will age you.
Yeah.
But I'm not judging nobody because I just sat here and had a quesadilla. But I'm just saying, and then also Clifton is somebody who will sit there and will do little tests. He said, I want to get really physical with her and touch on her because I want to see if she will pull back, because then, okay, there's something there. She doesn't want to let the ex know, but if she flirts back.
That with Joy.
Yeah, but you're too busy being an a-hole to do that.
He was feeling in his feelings, maybe because he likes Joy more. So he was like,
I don't really know about all that.
And they seem to be like close friends. The guy didn't seem to be like. I think Joy's ex did not take any bait from Clifton, even though Clifton was all like flexing and all swole.
That's why I like the ex.
Did not take any bait for him exactly, and so did Laverne also. But Laverne was not whatever, and I think because.
He's already chosen ace.
Right.
This person's ace. I mean, but I do like how he kept the lights. That's how Clifton should have kept it because, one, we already know there's no reason for us to be meeting an ex. Yeah. But the show wants us to do it, so that's why we're here. But you should have kept the lights. But he was more focused on, when y'all talking, is this going to be an issue in our relationship? Da-da-da. Like, he was so all hot. Like, he came in.
He was really upset.
Like, really upset. So
it's almost as if he was almost accusing her without anything even happening. And I just wonder how he will be later on. Like, Clifton, I don't know. Joy, I don't know, honey. I don't know. I don't know what men you've been with. I know you say you were raised by your dad, but I don't know. I don't know about Clifton. And Joy is such a joyous person. Like, her name is so apt because, like, she's a joyous person, like a happy-go-lucky person.
Yeah.
And I'll just be really sad if Clifton just
he's
steals
going to
her
drain
joy,
the life from her.
You know, and just make her feel like crap.
And on top of that, he's not even trying to get married soon. He's not. He said he wants to take his time. So that gives me, he's going to get married.
I don't know when he's
5 years at the minimum. It's going to be at least 5 years. He'll be dating somebody. Yeah. And I just think it's a waste of time. He's not ready to love. Why are you even here? You want to date somebody?
He's here to date. He's ready to date. And that's what the show is about. The show is about ready to love and date.
My thing is, it's so, it doesn't make sense. You guys are basically, everybody on the show is basically in their 40s. If y'all were in your 20s, I can understand that. But even in your 20s, you should be looking, not necessarily to get married, but you should be focused on a lasting love.
Ooh. Let's see what Tommy's saying.
Self-reflect.
Oh, we never talked about Eric and Tequila. We gotta talk about that.
I respect him for that. And here we are.
Okay, so he left.
He said he respects him for that. It does not go into detail.
Yeah. Okay. Now y'all know
I know Tequila's like, okay.
Looking at all my little common sense is going all kind of crazy. I know this week was pretty serious. Bringing your ex into the mix. Y'all gonna have to fill me in now. How did it go?
The date went actually great. I had Laverne and Clifton at the same time.
It went great.
One thing I did know going into it was that Clifton did have an issue with meeting an ex. But you know what? He handled it like a man. I just had to
So she's already covering him. Because she know goodness well he did not handle it like a man.
Physical connection. So a couple times my ex was like, hello, I'm still here, you know.
So it just seems odd that she's saying that, because everyone is there thinking, I wonder how Eric grabbed her that, if they were all physical.
So it was interesting getting him to
Well, a man grabbing your knee is different. He probably must have really violated her.
Maybe
because
she grabbed her breast by mistake or something. You know, like...
eye-opening for me to...
Or grabbed her bottom without her aggressively.
Like,
I mean, obviously we can tell that the kid does not have an issue with physical touch.
No, she doesn't.
My ex, Milton,
maybe there was some attitude. And she was really feeling Eric.
First one was with Demetrius. And then the second one was a 2-for-1 with Tori and Donovan. So you like one of the D's the most?
One of the D's.
One of the D's. One of the D's.
All
Leave
right.
it there.
Did you say hop on that D?
She said she's about that D.
Paul and Donovan. My ex, he chose Donovan. He thought that Paul wouldn't handle being in my world with my athletes. But he's not the deciding factor.
No,
that's why he's my ex.
My ex, BJ, actually liked Paul more. He said Demetrius seemed very structured, which he is. He told me that he could see me having more fun with Paul.
But at the end of the day, y'all gotta make y'all own decisions.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, so the ex was irrelevant.
Y'all know what it is.
They should let them meet a family member.
That may have been better.
That would have been much better.
Platonic. We just haven't sparked. It's just not there.
Everything don't spark.
Yeah. Also, she says Laverne.
Had like a strange negative energy, and then I matched it. You know, so.
So Laverne. Maybe that's why Sabrina was telling him to go home. Maybe Laverne. They got rid of Laverne.
Laverne, we only have 2 conversations, and I just didn't feel a connection. And
both conversations, they was both went there.
yeah. And then
Tori.
Yeah.
Laverne and I are just not a good connection. And Tori, I probably talked to all the other guys a lot more. So
It's just not a connection either. Joy.
Tori and Demetrius. No delay.
It's just that's Joy though. That's Joy every time.
Tori and Demetrius.
Yes. With Tori, I feel like maybe this process is a lot for him. I'm not quite sure since the truth are there.
He ain't been the same. That man ain't been the same, child.
Sabrina, do you see the things that Joy's talking about when she talks about Tori?
Definitely. I have sensed a difference in him.
You have a lot to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's recovered at all since then?
I mean, he's kissed someone else since then, so I think he's recovered just fine.
Everybody get a drink, son.
Oh my God.
Oh, I think it was Patience. Was
Precious.
Tori's like, you could have told me about Demetrius.
I think it'd be
was so
Precious.
blindsided. Like, it was this huge betrayal. I've come to find out he went out of his way to kiss Precious to get me back. It's a turn off.
It's not easy. Nobody
So
said
why'd
good
you
thing.
invite him to meet the
I want
ex?
you to take these men out, but let one of them know he's just not ready to love.
Okay.
Been a hell of a week, y'all.
Yes.
Lord.
Don't keep on drinking.
Yeah.
So I think Sabrina probably was sitting with Laverne, trying to send Laverne home. Remember, he didn't take it too well last time when they were trying to send him home.
No, he did not.
Right? And I'm just
You
trying
need to get
to
over yourself. You need to get over yourself.
But I'm sure they're going to send Troy home. What's his name? Tori?
Look, y'all, I'm sorry, but there's no point for Tori to be there. This man,
Release him from his pain. He is in pain and it hurts.
This is my red flag with Tori. This man is really. Oh, Avatar, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I just have an issue with yes, what Sabrina did was wrong. Why you are chasing after Demetrius, only you and God know.
Well,
Even I am baffled that you're checking for Demetrius. I'm just baffled that anybody is checking for Demetrius.
Hey.
Like, for real.
Well,
I like this man is not some Idris Elba. He ain't some common.
Well,
So,
obviously.
but my issue with Tori is, here's my issue. This woman kissed one guy. It's like you had the heartbreak of the century.
Yeah.
It's like you were on the floor and you can't get up like the elderly.
Yeah.
It's like you can't recover.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up. Like you got weak in the knees, brother. Like real weak. I'm like, bruh. And then it's like every single time I see you in these confessionals, your eyes low as hell as if you've been drinking from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Like, this is him every time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not insecure about nobody.
Although his eyes did perk up when he saw Sabrina until who came? Until Donovan showed
Yeah, Mom, but then his eyes got real low. And the thing is, like, he didn't have anything to ask the ex or whatever. He wasn't stepping his game up. Like, he just looked so devastated. Yeah. And, like, he didn't have nothing to ask him. Like, he just seemed like, oh, my God, why am I here? Yeah. And then even when the ex, I asked him, would you pick her? And he's like, no. And then the other guy said yes. And then he was like, I was like, oh God.
I know.
Like, this man looks like he has been crying or something. Like, why are you acting this way? This is a dating show.
I'm sorry for the woman who he's gonna date after this show.
No.
That poor woman, because she's gonna get the brunt of all he's paid. That's why women, you got to be very intentional about vetting whoever you're with, because you don't know what they've been through and what they're coming with, and you got to heed your red flags. And
also my thing is, I don't think that Tori did that to get back at Sabrina. I really think that man was really just very upset, and he thought
he was like,
help.
You know something? Precious and me, we had a connection at the beginning. I'm gonna go for that.
That's what I think.
She feeling me, but then Precious wasn't feeling you like that anymore.
First of all, that kiss was so awkward.
And
like you had already sat down, and then you go and you bring her chin, and it was like It's like this. It's like
no.
I'm
no.
Okay,
I already saw it.
This is Precious,
it was already
and this was
odd.
Tori,
Yeah.
and it was like.
Yeah.
It was like a peck.
And then he started licking his finger. It was too weird.
I was like,
too odd.
what the fuck are you on? Did you drink too much? Was it the tequila or was it the Hennessy?
That's
what we should call today. Was it the tequila or was it the Hennessy?
Maybe the weed. I don't know if he smoked, but,
Look.
He was... Yeah, he has not been the same. She should be the one to talk to Troy, not...
Who is this sashaying her hips?
Nobody should be talking. She should not be talking to Laverne, because I don't think Laverne likes Sabrina.
Sit across from him one-on-one, have some good food and some good conversation.
Why? See, this ain't right. Y'all
They
ain't
should have
right.
Sabrina talk to Troy.
Looking nice.
They should have Sabrina talk to Troy and tell him goodbye.
Because Sabrina was probably like, hell no, I ain't talking to no damn Troy.
Yeah, she probably said no.
Yeah.
They probably asked her to, and she said no, I will not be doing that. I will
We're
not.
talking on the phone for a minute, but never get opportunity to kick it.
Yeah. Troy's thinking that.
I have a date, a new connection.
I got the wind that the ladies are coming after me. Sabrina, Carmen, and Christina had a plan to vote me out. Like, they want to break up Ace and I connection, and they're really gunning for me. I thought it was very
Sabrina,
disrespectful. So I came in a little hot.
He said
Sabrina, Carmen, and somebody else. Oh my God. She was like trying to go for a hug. He's like,
oh wow, yep.
I'm not gonna hug you, and I was like, oh, and like, I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
He heard they're trying to gang up on him.
Wonderful. He heard that from maybe from Joy.
But how are you?
Ace.
Hold on.
I doubt it.
Can we at least talk real quick? Just me. There was Vern and Sabrina. Can we at least talk?
We could talk.
Because when we greet. We do greet. No. Really, Vern? I love
No.
how, like,
He's like, let's just get to it. I ain't got time to be playing nice with you because I don't like your ass anyway.
Is that what he said?
That's why his demeanor.
Yeah.
Everybody had a lot of great things to say about you. Everybody knows that you are really looking for something real. But I can't believe you want to act like this.
Act like what?
Like this. This is so ugly.
What's ugly
This
about
is ugly. Energy that you walked up them stairs with, couldn't give me a
Why would I
hug, and
hug
all of a
somebody who
sudden,
I know don't like me?
I don't dislike you. I have never talked bad about you.
Well, I heard a lot of other things, so I'm just saying.
Vern, if you would let me speak, I could tell you how it went.
It don't matter. I heard about the little plan that you guys had to vote me out. So we just gonna go ahead and say I'm not ready to love, not with you all. I want to walk out.
Really, Vern?
Yes.
Really?
You, Carmen, and I forgot Tina.
That's not how it went down.
You all made this plan
No.
back last week.
No, Vern. To be honest with you, Laverne has been a non-factor in my journey. So for him to think that he's that important to where someone would want to actually plot against him, it's like, boo, you're not even worth it.
But that's not the truth. Just say that's not the truth.
I've said it's not the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it's a lie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't believe you, but there you go.
I'm very hurt by the way you're acting right now because I
I'm not
thought
acting.
we had more respect for each other than what you're demonstrating right now. Like, this is. I'm blown away right now by you. The ladies had a long.
It's gonna be an awful.
It's gonna be a long ass night, bro.
It's gonna be a long week.
You know who.
Girl, just tell him that you ready to love.
At this time. But like, it's not you.
Oh wow, so it's Laverne.
We as the ladies know that you are ready to love.
So, I mean, I appreciate it. I always take every bit of information as
Ah, so they did.
Why is Laverne going, bruh? I'd rather Laverne stay than deary-eyed Tori, who
Oh
is.
well, let's see.
Come on, bruh.
Let's see what.
Tori in a different light. He and I have been such good friends for most of this process. I kind of looked across the table like, okay, you ain't too bad. You actually
Because
pretty sexy over there.
okay,
Yeah.
Danica.
Of course.
Come on, bring it on in. Bring it on in.
Okay.
I've never ever disrespected you, but you disrespected me
How did I
tonight,
disrespect you?
and I am so mad.
Disrespect you?
No, I'm so
How did I
mad.
disrespect you?
No, you know what you did.
I didn't curse
Yeah,
you out.
you gonna get cursed out.
Okay.
You gonna get cursed out.
Okay.
It was the tone. It was the over talking. It was the accusation. It was just like he really came in there to try to punk me and make me feel little. And that is why he's not ready to love. The only reason why I had you in my bottom It's because it wasn't romantic.
Okay.
And that's what other people say.
Why are you yelling at the whole story?
You accuse people of like conspiring some massive scheme to get you out. Like you need to get over yourself. You need to get over yourself. That's what it is. You need to get over yourself. I had to remove myself. He could have bowed out with so much more grace than he did. He just seemed like such a little petty, spiteful man. It didn't have to be like that. In that case.
I'm not apologizing to her because I don't want her no apology. What did I say to her? She cursed me out.
He's saying you're accusing him.
This whole dating process is not for me. I've been dating for 44 years and haven't worked out yet, so I gave up on it. This is my last really try.
But now that you're no longer part of the process, you won't have a chance to further your connection with Ace.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, that's the way life is. You win some, you lose some. You know, me and my dog, we just gonna be it, and that's it. We just gonna roll.
Okay, well, I guess he's really hurt.
So now I have an issue with Laverne.
I know. I mean, aren't you going to talk to her after?
So Phil was actually on the previous season. It was. I went through this process. So how many connections do you have right now?
Donovan is definitely like he's up there.
You didn't really give a spot. You like,
The champ is here. There ain't no competition.
Okay.
Who are these people?
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
What is she doing?
What type of girl do you think would be good for Demetrius?
Someone that's willing to.
Oh, this is family members?
Hold on. Hard stop. What are you talking about right now?
You said it though. They asked, what type of woman would Demetrius do best with? And he said, someone who's submissive.
Yeah.
Like you said, he can't handle. Let's see what they say.
ladies to your best friend.
What type of girl do you think would be good for
So how come the ladies meet the best friend, but the guys meet the exes? So odd.
Ready to Love, Friday, 8, 7 Central. Part of Real Drama Weekends on
Because Tommy has issues. But I thought that was very interesting. Because you said it. Like, literally somebody who's submissive, somebody he can, you know, do whatever with and won't say nothing to him. So,
yeah.
Was quite. I do think it's unfortunate that Laverne and Ace cannot make their connection. But my issue with Laverne,
he'll find her after that. But him just saying, I mean, I'll just be with me and my dog. I mean, I know you're hurt, but damn, Laverne.
I do think that Laverne has some issues.
Yeah.
I don't know how it could affect Ace, but that whole thing of maybe when he is being like maybe corrected.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to go well.
It's hard for him to.
I don't even think Ace will really correct him. I think she'll do it in a subtle way that he doesn't even realize that he's being, corrected.
Probably.
That's why I thought they would work together. Yeah. But he has to work that out because you didn't have to come in all aggressive. You could have been humble. But that's also why I don't really think...
he has been upset with it since Precious told him that they have this plan.
Yeah.
And he surely threw Precious right under the bus. Like, he didn't have to do all that. And I like Laverne, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't really think Laverne is necessarily an alpha. I know Ace's ex was saying that he's an alpha, but I feel like when you're an alpha, you're able to have some self-control. Mm-hmm. You're able to do certain things with a type of decorum and dignity. Yeah. You certainly yelling at a woman, going off on her.
That's so true, yeah.
That's not alpha energy. Yeah. It's actually not.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, I feel like Ace is a person who is alpha because she is able to be calm. When the women were coming for him, she was like, it wasn't like that girl who was like, I'm going to F all y'all up and y'all vote my man off. Remember that woman?
Yeah.
She didn't do none of that.
Or even, remember that other lady, what was her name? Was it Lindsay? The one with the nice guy who was calling everybody queen.
I don't know what her name was.
Maybe Jason, and what was the woman's name? Remember Jason, right? The basketball coach. Liz. And like Liz, when they came for Jason, and she was all upset.
And she was blaming the women.
And she was also trying to let Kyra feel like something
like
lower
she was
her.
Impure because she wasn't waiting until marriage.
Exactly, or something.
You know,
well, she wasn't celibate.
Yeah.
Right? Like you were celibate some odd stuff she was trying to do.
I mean, Jason still broke up with you.
Yeah, you didn't see Ace doing any of that stuff. She wasn't.
Yeah. And Liz, actually, Jason was still hung up on Kyra. He was still very much hung up on her because he was still shading her even at the reunion.
I know. He stayed shady.
He was heartbroken
but
by
still
that.
watching her, he reminded me of Troy.
That's my thing. Yeah. So Ace is the alpha, Laverne is not, because when you have self-control when you're an alpha. Yeah, I think that's one of the main things.
That's the number one thing.
And you don't have to tell
will not be going
people.
Back and forth with Sabrina. It'll just, even if you knew her plan, it'll just
you just be like, thank you, I appreciate you coming here and telling me.
You probably will not have hugged her. That fist bump is okay. But you will, you just be like, it's okay, you wanted a hug if she complained.
You could have just been like,
yeah, you would have
done hug.
Exactly.
And then a little pat. Yeah. So let's move this along.
Yeah.
But somebody.
But yeah, that was quite a bit.
It was too much. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And talk about your dog, he's just going to be me. Yeah.
Okay, weird.
Anywho.
Anyway, that was Ready to Love, y'all.
I mean, it's good that we're seeing all these different sides. And who else did Ace bring? Did she bring somebody else?
Well, also, let's talk briefly about Eric and Tequila.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about Eric and Tequila. So Tequila said that they were taking photos.
They were taking photos or whatever at some events or whatever stuff, and he like had his hand by her waist,
and she said,
like, "Oh, we're doing prom pictures with this." He's like, "Oh, this doesn't have to be a prom picture. We can really, I don't know." He said something or whatever, and he got really physical, physical with her, probably grabbed her or whatever. Yeah. Because the thing is, Tequila does not have an issue with physical touch.
Yeah, but don't grab me. Maybe it's the way he grabbed her,
and or maybe he touched her inappropriately.
Maybe he also took offense. Maybe she saw that he took offense to her saying this is like a prom picture. Maybe he is tired of women saying that he's like vanilla or whatever.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
And she saw that in him. So it was that in addition to the grabbing that just the whole thing was like, no, you don't do that to a lady.
Yeah, my thing is I really think that he just grabbed her in a very inappropriate, maybe an aggressive way, because we know Tequila does not have...
touched some parts
that she didn't have her breast, or maybe grabs her bottom, whatever
all
stuff.
There or whatever.
Now, it's consent. Now, if we are getting intimate, then okay. But we're here taking a picture. We are in a public place, and you want to be grabbing on me. He could have grabbed her. We don't know how it is, but Tequila obviously does not have issues. She's been flirty with the guys, with some guys or whatever stuff. So I know he must have really crossed a line where it was to the point that she doesn't even want to date or even talk to him. Yeah. So it must have been really bad.
Yeah.
So,
I felt like he took the easy way out just to leave. Like, he could have gone back just to tell her sorry publicly for the cameras or whatever, even though she didn't want to see him. He could have said something to Tommy, like, please convey to her just how sorry I am or whatever. Yeah. She doesn't want to see me. I have asked to meet with her and whatever, and she doesn't want that. Like, I was expecting that. I felt as though him just leaving like that was a little weak to me, but... Yeah. But it's good that he did bow out.
Yeah, I'm glad that he left.
Become very, like, uncomfortable, too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah.
Now, why do they have Phil there? Is he a new guy?
I guess he's a friend of one of the people on the show.
Oh, I see.
I wonder if him and Sydney are still together. I hope.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Is he a new person, a new guy, or what?
Yeah.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
But
okay, yes, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. It is Mary
and Amma.
Please like, share,
subscribe,
and comment down below. But have a good night. Thank you. We'll be back here next week. We'll be back tomorrow for Love, Marriage, Huntsville.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.